Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Raven, also known as Gorgeous Gold, and I would like to say, to begin this video, thank you so much to any people that have viewed, shared, subscribed, liked my videos. I cannot express my gratitude and appreciation towards you. I'm so grateful. And for anyone that is new viewing this video, I would like to say, if this message resonates with you, please like, please share, please subscribe. I'm new to YouTube and I really want to get my followers up. I also would like to take this moment to make a couple of announcements. For one, I would like to let you know something new that I've decided to do. Instead of doing the reflections, I decided that it would be cool to do a video series, and it would just be on attracting a life beyond your dreams. So every morning I will wake up and I will meditate, or I shouldn't say every morning. My goal is to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do it at least 5 times a week. And so on those 5 days out of the week, I'm going to meditate and get whatever my intuition's telling me that the collective is needing any kind of guidance on whatsoever in like any aspect of your life. I'm going to do a reading on that, just going into details about kind of what's happening. I've already recorded one of the videos. It's called Attracting Life Beyond Your Dreams, and it's the Volume 1 Love Edition. And so I pulled tarot cards and kind of just did a reading on the energies that are currently going on in regards to love lives in the collective, and just some messages that you needed to hear. So please subscribe and also just go check that out. What are the other announcements? Oh, okay. I'm close to 100 subscribers. I'm like 38 away. So my goal is, by the time I hit 100 subscribers, when I hit 100 subscribers, I will record a video, and it's going to be a tarot party. So basically, I'm going to record a video to let everyone know that I finally hit 100 subscribers. On that video, I would like you guys to comment any, questions that you have, up to 3, and I'm going to pick 7 people and do a tarot reading for them, 100% free on the channel. So please help me hit 100 subscribers so we can do our tarot party I can say thanks. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this reading. I'm going to go back to the way of doing it. Well, just this week I'm called to do it the way of the Divine Masculine. I'm going to pull their energy first, and then I'm going to pull the Divine Feminines first. Their energies are still probably going to marry each other, but I feel like there's just specific messages that need to come out for each group. All right, I would like to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and anyone tuning into this video. Fill it with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. First message coming out for the Divine Masculine is the Son of Swords. The Divine Masculine Collective, I should say. Ooh, the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Sorry guys, the lighting's all weird. So I'm going to still try to show you the cards, but you might not see the pictures all clear. I'll get it focused. I'm going to take this. Ace of Wands. You still can't see it. 2 more cards, please, for the Divine Masculine Collective. That is 3. I'm going to take them. I have the Mother of Swords. There we go. The Father of Swords. What? Counterparts? Okay. The Father of Swords. And the Sun. That's insane. All right. So for the Divine Masculine Collective this week, their energy is amazing. I feel really good right now about this. The Son of Swords is coming out first. This is the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot, and this is basically saying, hold on, let me focus that so I can kind of get it in there. All right, there it goes. So this is basically saying that your Divine Masculine counterparts have been moving out of that space that they've been in. They've been caught up in this space of like, oh, this is never going to happen for me, Basically, they didn't come towards their divine feminines because they felt like they weren't good enough. They saw everything that you were doing and everything that you were manifesting and everything, you know, you're accomplishing in life, and it scared them. It made them feel like they didn't want to do that, or they could never do that. Like, oh, I'm never going to be able to match her energy. Or, you know, it doesn't matter about your 3D body. It matters about your energy. You can have masculine energy as a woman. You can have feminine energy as a man. So anyways, they're moving out of that thought that they cannot match your energy. They're moving out of that fear that they're not good enough for you. They're moving out of that fear of just, oh, I can do this. For those of you that are not, those of you divine feminines or divine masculines that do not have a counterpart, or you're not currently aware of your counterpart, then this is basically saying that you're moving away from the fears that you're not good enough, that you can't have the life of your dreams, or that you're never going to be this and that. And so it's rapid. The beginning of this week is showing them coming in hot, like rapidly breaking out of that, breaking out of those chains, breaking out of that lack mentality, that conflict in their minds. Just feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm never going to be able to accomplish this. This is just not me. I'm never going to be able to go towards my divine feminine. She's moving too fast for me. They're moving away from that. They see now, I can do that. I can move away. It's just a matter of me getting clear with it. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles coming out next. So basically, now that the divine masculine have decided to move rapidly towards what it is that they know they're here for, their 10 of Pentacles is coming in. The universe is like matching this energy. So the divine masculines are trying right now to increase what it is that they're doing, to increase how it is that they're moving in the world, so that they're moving towards what it is that they ultimately want in this lifetime. If they don't want to keep getting involved with if they don't want to keep being involved with all these different people and doing all the things that are just negative and not really bringing them any growth in life, then that's what they'll be stuck doing, or they'll be moving away from it. That's just their choice. Like, they're deciding that now the lifestyle that they've been living is not a way for them to live. So they want to move rapidly away from it. Like I said, if you are not attached to a counterpart, then this is saying that you're moving away from the self-doubt, the self-fears, and you're going confidently in the direction of your dreams. You're moving towards what it is that's ultimately going to bring you the happiness in your life that you seek. The Ace of Cups is falling out after the 10 of Pentacles. This is letting me know that this is wish fulfillment. This is abundance. This is love. This is light. This is, if a divine masculine is moving towards his divine feminine counterpart, this is saying that y'all's dreams, what you imagine this relationship to be, is what it will be. And so this is saying that they've realized now, oh my goodness, my divine feminine is a goddess. I want to match that energy. I want to match her. I want to show that I'm worthy of the connection. I'm worthy of her love, because it's gold. It's rare. It's powerful. And they want to match that. That's what it's saying. If this is you by yourself, you're starting to realize who the fuck you are. Basically, you started looking in the mirror and you're like, I'm getting down and out. Why? Look at me. Who am I? And not even about your physical looks. You just literally are looking at the embodiment of you right now. And saying to yourself, you know what? I've struggled in life. I've been through harder times than this. And every single second of my life has prepared me for this very moment. So you're waking up to who the fuck you are, which is bringing you into the mindset of, I can have it all. I really can. There's not really anything in this world that if I'm willing, if it's meant for me and it's going to bring me happiness, I can go get it, because I know who I am. And why not? Like, why can't I chase that? Yeah, I'm going to have to take baby steps. This is not like a bada boom, bada bing. Like, you wake up, boom, say, I'm going to be rich, and then 24 hours goes by and you're rich. No, this is like, okay, I want to be rich. 24 hours goes by, I'm still making my list and slowly but surely manifesting things. I'm taking baby steps. I've got a plan now. I've got a clear indication. Ace of Wands. a spiritual new beginning. That's what this is about. Ace of Wands is all about divine timing. Ace of Wands is about being where you were supposed to be. The divine masculines are trying their hardest right now to create this new beginning, and it's coming towards their divine feminine. If you are, a part of the soul, you're a part of the soul connection. So this is basically saying, like, if the new beginning is meant for you, it shall be within love. If your divine masculine is outside of yourself, he's trying to find a way to get to you. He's trying to find a way for you guys to come together and to be one. If this is your divine masculine, your inner divine masculine energy, this is saying that you're ready for this. You're right where you're supposed to be. The universe has set everything up in your favor to create a new beginning. It may seem slow. It may seem like, oh my goodness, I don't even know if I want this anymore. I don't even know what I want anymore. You may start to feel that energy, but this is saying that where you are is where you were supposed to be. Use it to create your new beginning. Use it to work towards it. And then we have the divine masculines popping out, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, the father and the mother. So the divine masculines this week are like, you know what? I'm using my intuition and I'm using my truth to act now. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm cutting out all those lies. I'm cutting out all those games, and I'm using who I am right now, both sides of me, my intuition and my ability to stand my ground. I'm using that to manifest the life of my dreams. I can't quit. That's what the divine masculine feel right now. I can't quit. I won't quit. Like, I see what it is. I see my divine counterpart waiting over there for me, and I gotta go. I can't play these games anymore. I don't like the way that my life is moving. I gotta get the fuck away from that. I gotta get out of my head. I gotta get onto the ground with her. I've got to build up. I can't keep doing this. They're taking action this week, divine masculine. If you are not attached to a counterpart, then this is saying that you are about your shit this week. You're literally like, you know what? The only person that can change my life is me. So if I'm not doing anything to change it, it's never going to change. And this week, you're taking rapid action towards that. You're using your intuition and your fearlessness, your courage to move differently. You're literally like, I'm done. I'm done taking this. I'm done. Like, you're using both sides. There's a reason. Y'all saw that. I asked for one more card. Or I said, I'm going to take 2 more cards, and then 3 popped out. Because they both needed to make a presence to let you know that the divine masculine energy, the masculine collective is about their shit this week. They're literally making these decisions, and they're making plans, and they're taking action. They have all of this. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, new beginnings filled with love and abundance. And then to tie this reading all together for the divine masculines, to tie their week all together, what do we have coming out? The Sun. The divine masculine knows what it is that they want. For some of you, you might be dealing with the Leo. The divine masculine might be dealing with the Leo, because the Sun and the Strength card and the Eight of Wands are all Leo cards. And so with the Sun coming out, this could be that energy. But if it is not, this is just saying that they're ready for a new day. They see who you are, and they see the light at the end of this long tunnel. Before, they looked and all they saw was how long this tunnel was, not realizing that there was another side. All they saw was the length of it and said, you know what, that's too long for me, I'm turning around. But now they look down that tunnel and they see the divine feminine, and they see the family that they want, and they see the career that they want, and they see the love that they want. And that's what they're moving towards. Now they see, I'm going to do all this hard work. I'm going to travel through that long tunnel because I see what's at the other end, and it's priceless. It's worth every bit of the time. It's worth everything that I put into this. It's worth it. I gotta do it. I don't have another way. And if this is a person that is not attached to someone, then that is you. You're looking down the tunnel and you're realizing before you look down and said, ooh, no, I'm not traveling down there. It's dark, it's cold, it's wet. There's probably a ghost in there. There's probably wolves. No, now you're looking down the tunnel and you're like, okay, on the other side, there's that beach house that I dreamed about. There's my kids playing happily while I'm in my element. I'm in my own shit. I'm doing what I needed to do. I'm gonna go through this tunnel. If it's dark, that's okay. I've learned how to walk through darkness. There's light waiting for me. If it's cold, I'll be alright. I'll find sticks inside and burn a fire. Like, you're working. Now you're thinking, I have all of these elements and skills and traits within me for a reason. I don't have nothing to fear. I'm moving forward. The divine masculine energy, I've been waiting to see this. Been waiting. Let me get clarity for the Son of Swords. We have fairies and sylphs. Oh, wow. And we have Yamanya or Yemanye. I don't know how to say her name. I'm so sorry. I don't mean this to disrespect anyone. For one, let me just throw something out with this. I was just watching She's Gotta Have It, and at the end, she painted her girlfriend. That's a TV show on Netflix if you haven't seen it. And she painted her as her. And so this is crazy that she would come out in the reading. She's the goddess of water. Basically, this is telling me that this is pretty. This is beautiful. First of all, the divine masculine energy, the angels are surrounding the divine masculine, and that they're the ones that are pulling the whole ship this way. They're the ones that are staring right now. That's why this is all taking place. Because they said, you've wasted enough time. You have literally wasted enough time. It's time for you to get your shit together and get your life right, because the world needs you. The people are waiting for the healing that you were sent here to bring, and you've been slacking. So now we're taking control. Now we're moving this, and we're going to make sure that what's supposed to happen is happening. Then we have the water goddess coming out. She bends all, and water is everything. This is basically saying to me that this is how the divine masculine is viewing the divine feminine. And if you are not attached to someone, then this is how you are viewing yourself. You are a goddess, the goddess of water. Water is beautiful. It never dies. It just changes form over and over and over and over and over and over. No matter what. It becomes a drink. And then you pee it out back into water, which is then however recycled and then used again, changing form. They see you as someone that is evolving, someone that is constantly changing form, but in a positive way. You move like light, you move like water, just free, flowing everywhere, a part of everything. It's so beautiful. And if you are not attached, then this is finally how you're able to view yourself. And if you're not, then you should. You are a goddess. Your masculine side wants you to acknowledge that you are a goddess. And if you are masculine, this is that you are a god. But I feel like overall, the masculine energy for the collective is finally realizing what they have. What they have in their life. And that it's time to change. For the Ten of Pentacles, we have a message from Earth. This is literally to me, it's just saying what you're asking for is coming into the physical plane. A message from Earth is saying, like, look, you wish for the Ten of Pentacles. You've been working towards the Ten of Pentacles. You've been asking for the Ten of Pentacles. You are moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. Boom, it's coming. A message from Earth. It's going to grow. You're going to have what it is that you're asking for. The masculines are working so hard, they will be rewarded. they are finally seeing who they are, and by them doing that, changes are manifesting in the real world for them. So it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. We have Oba coming out. This is crazy. That's clarifying the Ace of Cups. They legit, the divine masculines that are a part of a divine counterpart, they see you as some like warrior fucking princess. You're literally so hard on your thing that this is how they see you. You're fearless. You always got the shield. You're always prepared. You walk in the direction that you want to go in, and nothing can stop you. You're unstoppable, literally fearless and fierce. That's how they see you, and that's all that they can think about. You are their everything. You are their wish fulfillment. You are what they strive to be. You are what they hope for. And if you are not attached to a counterpart, divine counterpart, then this is your masculine energy trying to wake up that right side of the brain by saying, be fearless. You know who you are. You got everything that you possibly need to manifest the Ace of Cups, to manifest the life of your dreams, to manifest the next part, the next cycle. You have that power. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Like, I've been waiting a while for the divine masculine to pick up on an energy like this. The Six of Water, which is the Six of Cups, clarifying the Ace of Wands. This, okay, this is so nice. This is literally saying a past relationship, the Six of Cups, a past relationship, something that goes deep, a past life connection is getting a new beginning. Something within you, an old dream, if you are a divine masculine that is not attached to a counterpart, then this is saying that an old dream inside of you, something that you thought was never really actually going to be possible, is coming forth. It's coming forth in a way that's so grand and so big that you can't even ignore it. And it may not seem that way right now. So you're going to try to ignore the little small steps that are equaling this grand divine gift. But listen, if something that's from your past that you know was healthy, and a long-held dream or something that you know is so healthy for you is making its way, this is divine. It runs deep. Six of Water. And for those of you that are attached, this is saying, this is confirmation that union is awaiting. If you are a part of a divine connection, a counterpart to a divine connection, union is waiting. May not be in the 3D yet, but it will be. You guys are uniting within souls, which is going to manifest outwardly. Now that the divine masculine are awakening to their position and awakening to their call, it's coming. It is coming. It's been a long time coming. A long, long time coming. Let me get tired. Father. We have the Gon. And then let me get one more. Undies and mermaids. Oh, undines. I said undies and mermaids. Okay. Wow. This is just letting me know. This masculine energy is ready to cut the bullshit and ready to go to war for what it is that they are wanting. They're ready to do whatever it takes to finally get to where they want to be in life. And y'all are protected by all elements. That's what this is just letting me know. Protected by all elements. It's almost like, also with you coming out is the yin and yang or whatever, that's how you're being seen. This is just saying to me, like, you're mystical to the divine masculine. The divine feminine is mystical. You're literally like a mythical character. Like something that just is too good to be true. Something that just doesn't feel real. Because you're that damn badass. And if you are not connected to a counterpart, then that is just basically saying to me, you're ready to go to war for your beliefs and your values now. You can't take bullshit and you can no longer stray from your path. Aliba or Aleba is clarifying the sun. The time has come for the divine masculines to move differently and to realize that the gods and the goddesses, the ancestors, and the ones who have long departed are wanting them to wake up to their divine purpose. They've been waiting for this, and that is why they took over. That is why everything now that's happening is divine and beyond control. It's moving in a way of the universe took over. Or maybe your divine masculine even asked for the universe to take over. That's the truth behind it. Because this is divine. Like the gods and goddesses are surrounding this connection. And if it's not a connection, then they're surrounding you. It's time for you to awaken to the call that has long been in your soul. It is time to answer to the relationship that has pulled you in from the very beginning. It is time to listen to your soul to get where you need to go. And that is what the divine masculine are discovering this week. That is what they're discovering. The divine feminine, I'm so excited for this half of the reading. I am so excited right now for this half of the reading. Please give me messages. Let me clean the cards real quick. Get that divine masculine divine masculine energy up out of those. That got deep at the end because that's the energy. It's like all bullshit. The bullshit in games is done. That's what this is. No time to play around anymore. Okay. Energy for the divine. Ooh. Tower card's coming out. But I'm not shuffling yet. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Okay. All right. We have the Daughter of Cups coming out. I almost didn't take it, but I have to. We have the Eight of Swords flipping out. Ooh. We have the Seven of Swords flipping out. 7 and then 8. Or 8 minutes. We have the Seven of Wands flipping out. What is happening, Divine Feminine? The High Priestess. I'm going to pull one more card. And the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my, yes. I love to see this. Sorry. Let me see if one more card needs to come out. Does the Divine Feminine to okay, the Four of Cups is coming out. Alright. And then grounding the deck now is the Strength card. that was weird. I never really showed the grounding the deck, but I was supposed to this time. All right, so the Divine Feminines start this week off kind of in the Four of Cups, or you're wrapping up that energy right now. You're not necessarily sad about your life, but you're not really satisfied within the connection. You're feeling like you started off the week feeling like, or you're getting out of the energy feeling like this is not where you're gonna go anymore. Like you were ready to give up or walk away or be in a different space. If you are not connected to a counterpart and you are resonating with the Divine Feminine energy, then this is saying that you are ready to give up on whatever path it is that you're walking. Maybe things are getting hard, obstacles and blocks are being thrown in your path, and it was making you feel like you maybe should just stray away from this path. Like, oh, well, maybe I just have to settle for something else because obviously what I'm trying to obtain it's not going to happen. But that energy doesn't last very long, because following it, we have the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. So I feel like I'm going to say that majority of the Divine Feminines have moved away from this energy, and now this is the energy that you're moving into this week with, embodying a whole different type of energy. You're actually trying to gain stability within your life, so you've decided to start taking different steps, intuitive steps that are getting you in touch with yourself and allowing you to move clearly. For those of you that are a part of a connection, this is saying that you were thinking of walking away and then you moved away from that thought because you were reminded of the steps and how far you guys have come in this time. So you're like, for a bit you were just focusing on all the negative aspects of it, but you failed to acknowledge the fact that now communication is better between you guys, and now you've grown up and you both went on a healing journey. And so I feel like that energy starts to come into your life, like you're reminded of, oh, okay, well, now I'm seeing that it's time to let go, and it's time to start moving towards what makes me happy in regards to my relationships and my love and my counterpart. I feel like the Divine Feminine this week are trying to avoid becoming like this, trying to avoid going back into their shell and trying to protect themselves. I feel like the Divine Feminine are afraid. They're afraid that if they get stuck here again, that it's going to be harder for them to pull themselves out, or that if they get into that energy, it's going to make them start doing this, lying to themselves again, lying about what it is that they want, lying about what it is that they feel, and also trying to lie to themselves about the connection. So I feel like the Divine Feminines are trying to avoid going into the Eight of Swords this week. It's almost like they're trying to avoid not wanting to face the reality. So Divine Feminine have been doing a lot of healing work, but now you're getting to kind of the core issues, and so you're trying to avoid facing the areas of your life that you've lied to yourself. Maybe you told yourself, oh, I don't need this connection, or I don't need them anymore, and you know that that's not true. Like, you really do. Deep within, you feel that that is the person for you. But if you're not in regards to another person, maybe you started to feel like you're lying to yourself about, like, okay, is this my life now? Like, did I make a mistake that's so wrong that it literally put me into another path, and now this path is never going to get me to where I thought I was going to go? You're lying to yourself. That's fear. That's ego. It wants to lie to you. It wants to make you feel stuck. Or maybe for some of you Divine Feminine, you decided to walk away from a relationship that didn't serve you. And you're lying to yourself, saying that you're always going to be stuck there. You always have to be stuck. And that's a lie. But either way, you're trying to avoid facing whatever this is. Whatever it is that you haven't been facing or looking at, you're trying to avoid it. But only doing that and avoiding it is only going to continue to cause you to lie to yourself. And, you know, that's just not what you want anymore. This is crazy. I really feel like Divine Feminine need to go check out the Attract the Life of Your Dreams or Life Beyond Your Dreams series, because this was a part of that. Areas of your life where you are lying to yourself are blocking love from coming in. So now that you're getting to the deeper issues of things and the deeper wounds, it's almost like you're trying to run to avoid the journey or avoid the healing. And you can't. Doing that's only going to continue to lie to yourself, which will only attract more lies. It is time for you to become enlightened, Divine Feminine. And this is all, regardless of if you are attached or not attached to a divine counterpart. This is saying it is time for you to become enlightened again, and to realize your inner strength, and to realize that if you lie to yourself, that is what you will put out into the world. More lies, more deceit. It is time for you to lay down those burdens that no longer serve you, and also just the burdens of dishonesty. Like, I feel like Divine Feminines have not been being true to themselves within their minds now. You almost started doubting your power and doubting who you are and doubting how far you've come. Something came in and made you feel like this, like you're powerless to your circumstances. I don't know what kind of rejection it was, but I feel like you were rejected, Divine Feminine. And this rejection triggered you down to the core. And it caused you to get back in here. You're in a space of feeling like you're worthless. You're lying to yourself. Get enlightened again and remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of everything that you've laid down to get to this part of your life. You are a light. This match is burning. What do you see when you look at this card? The fire from that match. That's you. You are a force to be reckoned with, and every experience within your life has found you there, once again, showing that you are a force to be reckoned with. When all else fails, you will be standing. And that is what you have to remind yourself this week. Stop lying to yourself. You're worthy of everything you've ever wanted. Remind yourself of that. This is your world, and yes, you've made mistakes, but that doesn't make you anything less than who you are. You are perfect the way that you are. You are perfectly imperfect, and you are growing. Don't let this seep in your mind. Don't let the history lesson and those lessons that you had to go through to be who you are define you. Let those be the things that grow you, that shape you. Let that be the way that you see the world with lighter eyes. So basically, because you were hurt, teach the world love. Because you were afraid, teach the world courage. Because you were lied to, teach the world honesty. Don't get caught here, because you don't belong there. You're not less than, and you didn't mess up so bad that you can't be placed back into your journey. You are the High Priestess, Divine Feminine. That is the feminine magician. This is the one that the magician uses tools. That's the thing that people fail to realize. The magician is powerful. He uses tools. But you know what the High Priestess uses? Her intuition, her crystal ball, her knowing. That's what the High Priestess uses. That's what the Divine Feminine uses. Your knowing. Know who you are. Recognize who you are. Recognize who you want to be. Step into the world with a sense of confidence and courage this week. Don't find yourself lying to yourself. Maybe even you're starting to feel like, oh, I'm not even attractive. Like, you're just not feeling yourself. Step back into your energy. Light your fire and remember who you are. You are the High Priestess. You are the Divine Feminine. You are a Divine Feminine. Remember that. Don't let your crown fall off, bowing down to some life outside of you, some force that could fall off. But it's okay, Divine Feminine, because I see you this week recognizing your power, remembering that you are the high priestess, and moving towards your 10 of Pentacles. That's the thing with the divine feminine. They come in and they may be sad. They may get down. They may feel like, you know, I didn't even shuffle these cards. They may feel like they are not worthy. Sometimes, some days, that's just how they wake up. But once you've started this spiritual journey, and once you've started to learn thyself, even if you didn't start a spiritual journey, but you started to learn who you were and discover your power, you are a force to be reckoned with. Don't bow. Queens never bow. Queens get bowed to. Remember your worth and remember who you are. That'll lead you to your 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like you're not down and out long, but it just sometimes takes being reminded of who you are. So when you see yourself falling into that 4 of Cups energy or that 7 of Swords energy, go to the mirror, the nearest mirror that you have, regardless of if that's one in your purse or the bathroom of a place, and say to yourself, I am a divine feminine. I am not my mistakes. I am not my wounds. I am me. Say that and remind yourself who you are. Shuffle this 2 more times. Get some messages. Clarity for the 4 of Cups. We have the 7 of Earth. Oh, that's crazy. The 7 of Pentacles wanted to come out so many times when I'm shuffling that deck. So I knew that would come out. Daughter of Cups. The 5 of Air, which would be the 5 of Swords. The 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Earth. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is the 10 of Air, which would be the 10 of Swords. The 5 of Fire, which is the 5 of Wands, is clarifying the 7 of Wands. Of course it is. Fairies and slips, or whatever that word is, the same card that the Divine Masculine got. And then clarity for the 10 of Pentacles. Female eschew. Wow. Okay, for one, let me start off this way. Divine Feminine, look at how you end this week. Look at what you remember that you are. The female eschew, she is the Empress, basically. This is telling me that you rediscover your power and re-fall in love with yourself. You dance with the thought of who you are and with your beauty. Not allowing the outside forces to destroy you any longer. We have the 7 of Pentacles, clarifying the 4 of Cups. So this is telling me that despite you feeling this way, even though you were feeling in the 4 of Cups energy, you didn't stop moving, Divine Feminine. You've always kept moving. That will be rewarded. That is why blessings upon blessings come to you. Because even though you felt the 4 of Cups, you still did the 7 of Pentacles. You still woke up every single day and went towards what it is that you want or what it is that you felt was right for you. So you were feeling down and out, but you were still busting your ass and working your fingers to the bone because that's just who you are. And so that is what is being honored. We have the 5 of Air, clarifying the Daughter of Cups. This is the 5 of Swords. This is just letting me know right off the bat, everything is going to be okay. You're moving slowly but surely towards your dreams. And nothing's blocking you. Even if something feels like, oh, this is a major blockage, it can be trying to block you, and it may be making you feel blocked, but basically this thing that you are experiencing right now, this part of your life, this is divine. So that means that you're getting where you gotta get no matter what. It's almost the same as what I just told the divine masculine. This is kind of beyond your control. As long as you're putting the work that you need to, which you are, and loving yourself and honoring yourself, you're moving right there. You're moving just in the direction of your dreams and what it is that you want. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Earth, which is Two of Pentacles. This is letting me know that within your physical reality, you're finding that balance that you have been seeking. You're being grounded, and you're finally paying attention to those areas of your life where you found yourself feeling like you had to be stuck. You're realizing now that the only thing that leaves you stuck in any situation is yourself. And so now that you've realized that, you're willing to move in a different way. You're willing to move in a space. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, now eyelashes in my eye. Okay, you're moving to higher ground and just balance. That's all that this is all saying to me. The Ten of Air, which is the Ten of Swords, is clarifying the Seven of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is saying, put this shit to an end. You are done in this energy. That's negative. Lying to yourself and lying to others is negative, and you finally realize that it is just dead. Look at all those birds on the ground. They ain't flying. They're all dead. Like, literally dead it. The more you lie to yourself, the more you create that energy in your field, the more of that energy within your field you will attract. Move it out of there. Move away from it before this is you lying there dead because you lied to yourself, or dying lying to yourself, or lying to somebody else. Be who you are, express who you are, and love who you love. And if other people don't understand that or don't get that, then that's on you. That's not on you. That's on them. Sorry. What's on you is to be happy and to follow your dreams and move confidently towards what it is that you want. Not everybody's going to see your vision. We have the Five of Wands, the Five of Fire, clarifying the Seven of Wands. This is telling me that the battles that you have been encountering were so that you can learn how to find your own light. The battles that you've been encountering within your life were sent to give you the strength to find the light inside of you. You don't need any outside light when you are a dragon. If you are the fire, why do you seek anywhere else for it? You don't have to. You are the fire. Be the fire. Discover your fire. Burn your fire. Use your fire, because that's who you are. And so that's what this week is bringing you, is self-discovery. Or should I say self-remembrance? Because you've been discovering yourself up until this point. You kind of fell off a little bit, or you kind of forgot who you were, but you're remembering who the fuck you were, who the fuck you are, what you've been through, and how you're going to move forward. Because that's just how you do it. That's just what it says. The High Priestess, of course, is clarified by fairies and sylphs, or whatever that word is. And that's literally what I said. Fairies have the power within them to wave their little wand around and make stuff happen. Even if they don't have a wand, they can make things happen, accomplish goals that they're working towards. And that's what this is about. The High Priestess, like I told you, you have your magic within. You're not the magician. You don't need to use the elements to do things. You are the elements. Do you understand that? Like, the magician has all of the things that he needs to within him, but he uses, trickery, almost foolery, to make things happen. Or like tricks. He does tricks, uses cards and things, or not even cards, but cards. I don't know, rabbit tricks, all that stuff. The High Priestess tricks with her mind. She's a witch, so to speak, but not in a negative sense. Just in a sense of I use the elements to make everything happen, because I am the elements. I am aligned with all that is. So therefore, I'm within everything. I am doing everything, I am touching everything, and I am transforming everything because I'm magical. That's what you're basically saying this week. And that's the truth, though. You're not just saying it, you're living it. Divine Feminine, I'm grateful to be a part of the Divine Feminine Collective. I'm grateful that the Divine Feminine Collective that I'm channeling is one that I feel is my own. Like my group, my collective, my tribe. And so I must say, you guys are beautiful and you guys are working so hard. So hard. It's not easy. Things will not always work out the way that we thought, but they always work out the way that they are supposed to. And so just keep going. Never forgetting that all that we ever will need is in here, is within us. It's all throughout our body. You are the source of all. And so remind yourself of your power when you're starting to feel down, because that's what I feel like is happening right now for a lot of Divine Feminine. They're needing to be reminded of who they are. Love yourself this month, or this week. Well, this month, every day. Go buy yourself some flowers and make yourself look pretty. Not for anyone, just for you. Just because you woke up and decided that today I want to look good. All right. That was so beautiful. I'm happy. Both energies are experiencing some intense shifts. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an Isis Oracle for 1, the Divine Masculine, and then for 2, the Divine Feminine. And I'm going to have to do timestamps for the invocation or the incantation, whichever one comes out with the cards. And then I'll type those in the description box. We are using the Isis Oracle. Okay, so we have, this is for the Divine Feminine, the Goddess of 10,000 Names, and then now we need the Divine Masculine's message. Enter the Chamber of Healing. Wow. All right, I'm going to read the Divine Feminines first, and then I will read the Divine Masculines. Okay. It's 52 minutes. Okay. Isis, endless emanations of the priestess, goddess of 10,000 names. Isis, with many names, forms, association, and expressions, is referred to as the goddess of 10,000 names. A name holds power. It defines and energizes or limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being, yet you exist beyond them. Beloved initiate as a vast being, you are currently realizing that you are not limited by previous identities you've held. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self. Enjoy the uncovering of even more of you. Just like the Lady Isis, you are multifaceted, multidimensional being. It is most helpful at this phase in your path that you learn not to attach to roles or identities that may have once held great importance for you or others relating to you. It does not mean that you must cease to relate to that name or role, more that you are realizing it is only a part of you and there's even more of you wishing to express itself now. The roles you are needing to move beyond might be mother, executive, healer, good person, strong person, always in control, daughter, teacher or guru, grandmother, and so on. There is nothing wrong with these roles, and you may still express part of your vast self through such roles, but you are at a significant point in your inner development where you are learning that these are not who you are, but simply expressions of the eternal, endless self, uncontainable by any human descriptions. It can be tricky to avoid getting stuck in roles that only prescribe for you or expect of you, and yet your self-definition will become wider and your experience of yourself will be more real and fulfilling if you are open to discovering more of you, beyond the person you have considered yourself to be up until now. For this to happen, you must be willing to allow the many and varied faces of your being, your 10,000 names, to begin to emerge in your awareness, to realize that you are more than you are currently imagining yourself to be. This opens up tremendous freedom of choice and possibility in life. This can be both exhilarating and terrifying. Trust that the self is, in essence, divine love, and there is great joy in its unfoldment, even if there are challenges to let go of the fears that have held us trapped in certain roles and identities at times. The call to let go of old identity is very strong, leading you to this oracle at this time, when a new, more whole, fulfilling, and truthful sense of identity awaits you. Any fear or struggle that you go through to allow this to happen, beloved, will be spiritually repaid to you, multiplied in so many ways. There is nothing to lose except old limitations and so much wonder and joy to be gained. This oracle also indicates that there is a spiritual name waiting for you on the inner planes. The name may come from various spiritual traditions as a name or of a deity or sacred mantra, or it could be an actual name that you can sound out and use in meditation or sacred temple activities with spiritual groups. That name may also simply be a note, an inner awareness of a sound, and it can be sourced by going into your heart, almost felt more than heard or spoken. The spiritual name is coming to you to help you deepen your connection with yourself. Like any other identity, it's just a representation for a time. You do not need to pack up your old life in search of an entirely new one unless your heart deeply guides you with peace and neutrality that this is what is needed for your spiritual growth. More often than not, what the spiritual name offers you is a chance to begin to loosen your grip on your old identity, not throw it away completely, and sense yourself in a more expanded light. Whether you consciously and easily receive your spiritual name in meditation or dream state, or through healing or a conversation with another initiate, or whether it remains a mystery, trust that it is in your heart, calling you to recognize more of your true self. If you already have a spiritual name, this oracle is guidance to not become too attached to that identity either. Names are ways of knowing a being, but they are not the being. This can be hard for us to take on board in a culture that loves to label and therefore understand everything. For the initiate, however, accepting mystery is a part of the spiritual journey into the divine self. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates the help you need is already with you, urging you to grow from within. Alright, so this is the ritual for the spiritual name. Rest quietly in a space where you will not be disturbed and close your eyes. Follow your breathing into your heart space and be aware of a vast space there. Rest in this space. Say, I open to receive in unconditional love the spiritual name that will help me this day as I grow into conscious realization of more of my vast divine self. Be in your heart and imagine that through the vastness of that inner space, light and sound is weaving towards you in a unique pattern of color, movement, and geometry. You may hear, sense, feel, or perceive a name, sound, or pattern, or it may be happening beneath the level of your conscious awareness, which is fine too. Just let it come to you as obviously or as subtly as it wishes to, for this will serve you best. Imagine the pattern, vibration, name, sound, or light drawing effortlessly into your heart and feeling the essence of that pattern, name, sound, light, or vibration. This is a gift from your divine essence. Don't analyze it, just allow it to flow. Whatever does or does not happen obviously is perfect for you. Once you are fully connected with your heart, think, thank you, and when you are ready, just open your eyes. So the incantation, which will be copied, and also the ritual will be timestamped for you to go back and do it, is Isis, Maha, Isis. Isis of 10,000 nominations. Isis, Maha, Isis. Isis of endless emanation. I live my true self in all its glory. I now release outdated story. I let go of who I used to be. I let go of my history. Oh my goodness, I love that. All right, we're gonna go straight to the Divine Masculine so I can get us off of here. Okay. Enter the Chamber of Healing. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open, without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow healing from the Lady Isis, mistress of magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. This oracle comes to you as a messenger. Prepare for great changes because they are on their way now. When the Divine Lady Isis offers you a healing of magic, it is something to accept as a gift of unconditional love with open arms. It will be offered without agenda, with the only intent being for your highest good and spiritual growth. It will not necessarily look or feel like you expected, but you will realize in the unfoldment of the process or circumstance that it was a spiritual healing gift from the divine, even though you may not have immediately recognized it as such at the time. You will be able to recognize the healing by the experience of it and its effects, even before the complete resolution of the issue at hand. The experience will be that the issue is somehow lifted from you, and effect will be that the issue seems genuinely out of your control, yet not out of control. This is the way that the gift of healing can come to you. Time and sacred space to contemplate and reflect is extremely helpful to receive divine intervention as consciously, swiftly, and fully as possible. Sacred space can be a physical place that allows you to put your day-to-day activities and thoughts to one side and instead indulge in just being as you are in that moment. It might be a place in nature, or your meditation place or healing room, or a sanctuary that you have where you can be alone for a time, or even a meditation group or healing circle. Sacred space allows you to simply be, to not have to think, sort things out, or analyze, but to open, rest, allow inspiration or guidance to come as and when it chooses, and to allow for the mysteries of healing to occur. It is important when entering sacred space that we do not set an agenda or have specific expectations. We do not have to think anything more than, I dedicate this space to the divine within. When not attempting to find solutions, but actually actively letting go mentally and emotionally, and allowing ourselves to go into a peaceful state, relaxed but not numb, we can often have guidance, inspiration, clarity, and knowing drop into our awareness. We don't need to actively seek these things. They can just happen when we create open space. Healing happens most powerfully when there is space, openness, and allowing. We let go for healing to flow. Time and sacred space will help you receive the inner adjustments that you need for the healing magic of Lady Isis to be able to reach you with full boldness and genius. The ritual is: take yourself to a place in nature that you love. A beach besides a lake, in forest, sand dunes, or a cave. It might even be near a favorite plant, animal, or your favorite tree in a garden or parkland. Go to any place that feels nourishing to you at this time. Quietly in your heart, imagine connecting with the light of your own divine essence. Sense it with your own heart as an outstretched pair of golden white wings, glowing and growing with light and beauty. Then just relax. Sit or walk and enjoy the space. Do nothing in particular. You may touch your surroundings, feeling bark on the trees, or gathering shells and making patterns on the sand. Watch the waves and the lines left on the shore as they retreat, or listen to the leaves of the trees as the breeze moves through them. Feel the cool smoothness of rocks or stones. Just enjoy. Be in your body, and if you are finding it hard to stop thinking, to switch off, imagine that you don't have a head, that you are just a body. Feel and connect with the space, and let your mind settle into the physical sensation of being in that beautiful place. Now rest. When you are ready to complete your ritual, say the incantation below. Healing comes, healing flows, healing blossoms, and it shows. I thank Lady Isis for her love and light, her healing gift through spiritual night. Brings me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. All right, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, that has been your energy update for this week. If this message resonates, please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'm always sending you lots of love, lots of light. And I thank you for joining me along my journey. Thank you so much.